Hello guys, welcome, I'm 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍, and this is Open Country. This is a game I am almost certain you are going to like. I've got about 2 hours of experience in this game, purely because the quality of the recording wasn't up to scratch, and it's a shame because a lot of cool stuff happened in those first 2 hours, but it does mean at least that I've got some idea of how to play the game, and I can sort of maybe get to where I was before a little bit quicker this time. Don't be put off by its arcadey, relaxed, anyone can play it kind of look and feel. This game is out to kill you from the minute you start.
Rush hour, the chaos of big city life. I can't even get a breath of fresh air anymore. Or some room to move around. Lifeless buildings and skyscrapers everywhere. This is my home for most of the day. My cube. Nothing but cold numbers and paperwork. I feel trapped in a concrete jungle, and it's slowly draining the joy out of my life. I used to be happy and free. Nothing beats the open country. The poetry of the wind, crafting a rhyme on every tree and mountain. The applause of the leaves, celebrating harmony. I won't find that in here. I'm done with this rat race, wasting my best days sitting at a desk under fluorescent lights, swamped in paperwork. I don't know what happens tomorrow, but I do know I have my 2 hands and the open wilderness. I'm home, the open country.
Open roads and big blue skies.
How does that sound? Pretty good, right? And the graphics that you're looking at right here, that's pretty much how the graphics are. Now you see that the wolf clips through the fox there. This is in early access. I'm hoping stuff like that gets fixed. But on the most part, this game is very, very, very good. There are some issues, I think, with balancing. You seem to get hungry incredibly quickly, but that might just be because I haven't figured out how to do everything in the game. Let's jump in, shall we? So my character's already pre-set up. It didn't ask me to create a new character there, unless it's going to do it now, of course. Okay, so this is it. This is the beginning of Open Country.
Hello. What brings you around these isolated parts?
I've been on the road for a while now. I could use a place to rest before moving on.
𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗍 my name, and fighting to keep this place alive is my game. It can get a bit wild out there, but everyone's welcome to my crumbling wilderness accommodations.
I saw this place by the road and I thought I'd check to see if you have any rooms.
Well, as a matter of fact, my Snow Ridge Lodge takes great pride in being a place of friendly shelter, but alas, as you can see, these are hardly premium conditions.
Well, now that you mention it, the place could do with a few light touches here and there.
No need to sugarcoat it. The place has seen better days. You know, I think I'm gripped by a spontaneous liking of you. Here's my proposal. You look like someone that can handle the wilds. I'm not as young as I used to be, and this here establishment is falling apart under my very eyes. I'll let you refuel and stay for free if you help me out with a few outdoor tasks.
Sounds like just the sort of thing I've been looking for.
I appreciate your willingness to help. In fact, let's throw you straight into earning your stay.
Well, you really lost no time putting me to work.
There you go. This is the tutorial. So we use the right thumbstick to look around. We use the left thumbstick to move around. We use the A button to interact with people and things.
I need you to deliver a package to a friendly neighborhood ranger. His name is Adam Douglas Ainsley. But never call him Douglas. He can't stand that.
And where might Ranger Ainsley be at?
He's been out and about somewhere between Mellow Meadow and Greenhoof Sanctuary.
And how am I going to find him?
Here, take this walkie-talkie. You can use this little gadget to contact him. My advice is to go there and call out to him. He'll answer and guide you from there.
Okay, I'm on it.
Okay, so bottom right-hand corner, we have got all of our health stats. The top one is our current temperature. The one below that is food. The one below that is water. The one below that is, I'm not entirely sure. It's either energy or health, like your internal sickness. If you go and fill your water bottle up, because you can fill your water bottle up at any water source, if it's got parasites in it, then you got a problem. It does say you can boil the water. I've not yet figured that out, and drinking parasitic water is going to kill you slowly. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Top right hand corner, we've obviously got the night and day cycle and a compass. Let's go. So this is the map, and the maps are enormous. Absolutely enormous. And you might think, oh, there's a load of water there that you can't interact with. You can take boats out, you can go fishing. I've watched the fishing. I haven't figured out how to do the fishing yet, and it looks really good. Like, not arcadey, easy peasy fishing, like you're proper gonna fight to get the fish in. But the maps are huge. So the first map on our list is Mellow Hills. Area details are, let me just find the parking space. There we go. Summer is the best time to explore and enjoy the Mellow Hills. With its green rolling hills and extensive forests, it is perfect for a long hunt or simply a quick hike. Greenhoof Ranch is the place to be if you're into ATV obstacle runs. If sightseeing is what interests you, there are the Grand Lake Dam, the Oasis, or the Toad Swamp to visit and explore. Hunting, you've got big game, buffalo, pronghorn antelopes, small game, armadillo, badger, fox, squirrel, porcupine, whitetail, jackrabbits. Birds include American widgeon, don't know how to pronounce that, green-winged teal, and you've got black bears, bobcats, coyote, and wolves trying to kill you. And unfortunately, in my 2-hour play session, there was a wolf incident. In fact, there were 2 wolf incidents, but one of them especially I wanted to show you. But I'm not gonna ruin that by telling you what it is, because it may happen again. You never know. Okay, so let's fast travel to the parking spot. So you've got these loading screens in between, moving between maps and stuff. Not a big fan of that, but if you get out of your RV and start walking around, there's none of this. You're just walking around in the wilderness and quite literally trying to survive. So if you look up at the top, we've got like, there's like a white line going across the top. And if you spin round, it will tell you which direction important items are. So we're heading this way. Now I started playing this on the keyboard. Look, you can see there's a, don't know what that is, an armadillo or something over there. I started playing on the keyboard. Oh yeah, watch this, watch this. You see how they went into the little house? So cool. If you see berries, grab them. All of them. But don't grab everything you see, okay? But if you see berries, grab them. All of them. So yes, I started off by playing with my keyboard and mouse. And I just found that the mouse movement was too heavy, too slow. I found it especially difficult to aim and shoot at the animals. I did tweak it a little bit. Then I thought I'd give the controller a try. And I've got to say, it just naturally feels better with the controller. Even though I'm not the best at using a controller, because I don't use them very often, it's still, I think, the best way to do it. Now, I don't know if you noticed there, but the audio is really low. So let's see if we can... okay, something else I forgot to tell you. Bring the music audio right down. Right, let's turn the music audio off. Even though the music audio in this is brilliant.
Hey.
Voice audio needs to go up. Master audio volume can go up a little bit. You can see I've already adjusted the aim sensitivity there. Yeah, so the resolution does not go up to 4K. Now you can see it looks a little bit weird on the screen at the moment. For some reason, and I'm guessing this is just a pre-release bug, when you get the full game, it wouldn't do this anymore. I don't know what resolution that is, but it won't go any higher than that. And for some reason, whatever I do, it just keeps jumping out of full screen all the time and changing resolution. Loads of weird stuff. Maybe it's because I'm recording, I don't know. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the backside. So just turn the music down and the voice audio up. So hopefully things will be a little louder. We'll be able to hear what they're saying. So you'll find things like this: cloth loot, rock piles. If we go inside here, you got some tarp loop, again tarp loop. Now, in most games like this, especially those that look sort of arcadey like this one does, you'd be tempted to just grab everything. But if you do, you won't be able to move. And it will basically kill you. It will kill you. All right. What we do need, though, is this proper rope, this knife, and this stone hatchet. What's in the supply box? So in the supply box, we've got a log and a branch. And they go into my backpack. You can see there, got a few bits. Definitely recommend using the D-pad if you're on a controller to navigate through these, because using the thumbstick is very sensitive. Very, very sensitive. Okay. So if I press R1 and I forget what it is on the keyboard already. So yeah, sorry, on the right hand side it's telling us that we need to use the walkie-talkie. So down on the D-pad, left and right to select between them, and then you press it to use it.
Hello, Ranger Ainsley. Are you there?
Ainsley here. I've been waiting for you to make contact. I need you to set up a camp in the area. You should find plenty of wood and materials. I'll call you tomorrow and give you further instructions. Over.
All right, I guess I'll get on with setting up that camp then.
So we need to craft some tinder. We need to craft a bow drill, build a camp next to the ruined cabin, and start the campfire. Pretty easy stuff. So we will need some of this stuff. Not the tarp. Not the tarp. I think we're going to need a couple of rocks. Oh, there's bees and honey in this as well. There's a lot of stuff in this. Rope loot, we'll take that. Supply box, we'll take that. Lots of rocks. Bit of cloth. Bit of cloth. Okay, so what I need to do is grab these leaves. You can see I've got enough leaves now. I've got enough sticks. I've got the hatchet. And I've got the knife. So this will allow me to produce tinder. So I press the select button, come over to bushcraft, and press it once to create one improvised tinder. Come down again. Again, I recommend using the D-pad because the thumbstick is so sensitive. Improvised bow drill. And now I need a log and a stick to create the camp itself. So I need 3 logs and 8 branches. I keep calling them sticks, but they're actually branches. Now you can find these all over the place. And this sort of highlighted thing, that won't be there all the time. There's a special button that you need to press to bring up this capability. And if you don't have enough energy resources, you won't be able to use it all the time anyway. So, how are we doing here? Pretty good. See some more leaves. I'll show you something cool as well if I can, if the game allows me to do it. Let's grab those mushrooms. Grab that log. Ah, right, there we go. So we have now got to the point where we've overloaded ourselves. So we can now not move any faster than this, no matter what we do. Even if we sprint, we're still going to go this speed. Now you can see that there's a remnants of an animal there. I think those holes are too big, personally. I think they should be a lot smaller. and maybe a little bit harder to see. But it's pretty cool that they've got that. I've not seen that in any game before, and I really like it. I think it's a fantastic feature. Okay, so I'm going to just set up my base probably round about here. Something like that. So you go back into bushcraft, come down here to camp, and then you just place it. And when it goes green, then you're good to go. Why can't I place it? Am I too close? There we go. Oh, that's a bit wonky. Bit of a wonky donkey. And you can see that it actually builds it up as you do it, which is cool. So we've got a campfire that comes with the camp. So if we interact on the campfire, we can ignite, and we'll use the bow drill. There's a magnesium flint ignition that you can trade and buy, but for now we're going to use the bow drill ignition. And then press B to go back and prepare. And we're just going to grill ourselves some mushrooms. And that's it. So you can see the mushrooms are stuck in a stick just off to the side of the fire. You have to have a new stick every time you want to cook something, which can cause a lot of problems. And the time it takes for stuff to cook is incredibly long. And the time it takes for food to go through your system and not be there anymore seems to be very short. Or at least when you're nearly dead, it's very short. Maybe if I can get my food elements up to maximum, they wouldn't go down so quickly. So this is what I wanted to show you. If I go click on the camp, I can actually upgrade it. And there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. You can improvise a leaf bed, which improves your resting conditions. You can improvise a log bed, and that will an improvisation destined to imitate the elevation of a real bed. It keeps the sleeping person away from the cold of the ground, so it keeps you warm. Temperature is definitely a big problem here. You can also put covers on it like this, which gives you additional insulation. So if I just chuck that on and click place, you'll see that it's actually putting the leaves on as we're standing there and looking at it. I wish it wouldn't highlight everything in yellow. It does, it kind of ruins the graphical look of it, but it doesn't do it all of the time. But I think it would be nice if I could turn it off. So the mushrooms appear to be cooked. Difficult to tell, so I'm going to pick them up, which puts them into my backpack. I'll come into my backpack here, and we'll find the cooked mushrooms somewhere. Or maybe that's them. I was expecting to see them looking cooked, but we'll eat that, and that gets us right up to 100%. So we're pretty much done here. All I need to do now is save, and I recommend you save a lot, and interact, and rest. Now, with your left thumbstick, you can move the blue one by sort of pressing it down and rolling it round. That's the maximum amount of sleep you can have. What it won't let you do is sleep to the point where you run out of food or water or health or something like that. So it will only limit you. And I'm not sure if it's like that's 3 hours or that'll be 3 o'clock or that's 8 hours or whatever. But I'm going to try and rest all the way through till tomorrow, because that's when we'll get to meet the ranger.
Hello, are you there? Sorry for the abrupt awakening.
That's all right. Here's the packet.
Thanks for taking the time to bring it over.
So you're the ranger around these parts?
Yeah, that's me, Ranger Ainsley. You know, these parts are beautiful and may seem quiet, but it can sure be busy work.
It sure is.
What brings you around these wilds?
I just needed to get away for a while. Get away from the daily routine. I feel like I haven't had a rest as good as last night in years.
I understand. You know, seeing as you're set for a change of pace, I could use a capable hand to help around. I'll reward your help, of course.
You looking for a partner?
Yeah, you could say that.
How could I refuse a ranger?
All right, then. Glad to hear. I'll be around the Snow Ridge Lodge later. Check with me, and I'm bound to find some work for you.
In that case, I'll see you around.
Excellent. Well, I got to head off. Duty calls. Take care, partner.
Cool. So that's us done. And you can see we're like super thirsty. So at the back of our backpack here, there's actually a flask. So if we press down on the D-pad, move over to the water flask, and then hit the A button, we'll take a swig. And there's a bigger flask that you can buy that's got more than one unit of water in it. And you can see we don't quite have 100% water, so I'm just going to drink again. That brings us up to 100%. You'll notice that the water bar fills up before you actually drink it. Now, if I come into the water here, and I already know that this isn't too deep. There was a crazy fish over here before. Crazy fish still here. So many things I wish I could show you from earlier. So there was a... See that beaver? I don't know what's wrong with this pond, but whatever comes in here just kind of goes a bit mental. You can see the beaver's right there below us, trying to run away, but he can't. There was a fish previously that got caught here, and it was just going round and round and round and round. And I tried to fish for it, but it didn't work. Okay, so... yeah. Oh, that's what I meant to show you. If you get your water out... Oh, there's the fish. There's the crazy fish. Oh, no, that's the beaver. Okay. So if you're near or in water and you get your water out, it will fill it up. Now, I'm not sure if this water's clean or parasitic. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we got clean water as a result of that. Pretty cool, huh? Right, let's try and get back to the RV. Mushrooms. Saw mushrooms there somewhere. It is possible to get stuck quite a lot. So far I've managed to get myself out of it every single time, but it does happen quite a lot. That's one thing I'm hoping is fixed for final release. So you can only sprint for so long. Do you see the foxes over there? Another thing I'm hoping gets changed is that they run off a little quicker, because you can quite literally run up to them before they see or hear you. See, I can literally pick them up with my hands. And they ought to scuttle and run a little faster than that, I think. But maybe it's just because it's like the introduction to the game, so it's easier. I don't know. Not sure. Right, let's interact. Let's go back to the lodge and go talk to my friend.
Welcome back, and thanks for the help. I spoke with Ranger Ainsley, and he sounded quite pleased. Here's your reward.
Thank you.
First order of business will be to get our meat stocks back up. This past winter has left our humble establishment a little thin on the food front. There's plenty of small game out and about in this area if you know where to look. You can use that nifty RV of yours to get around most of these parts.
Just tell me where to go and what to look for.
Right. Let me show you on this here map. Look here. The place is called the Mellow Meadow. Plenty of rabbits out there. Here. Come back with some game meat. Half a dozen pieces, more or less, should do it.
What sort of critters am I going to find around there?
Oh, rabbits, woodchucks, and the likes. If you need more bullets, come back and I can give you more.
All right, I'm off.
Good luck.
All right, so we're going to go hunting. So we got $50 and 10 skill points. Let's go to Mellow Hills. So it's pretty much right by where we just were. We've reparked the RV in the same location. Pressing up on the D-pad, actually pressing right on the D-pad brings our knife out. So if we come in here and go to backpack, come down to the gun and press A to equip it. Then pressing up puts it in our backpack like so. One slightly irritating thing that I've discovered with the gun so far is when you're eating, it will put the gun away. So you're walking along, you have a little bit of a munch, you finish eating, you see something you want to shoot, and you can't. That's caught me out so many times. Right, so this meadow is literally just around the corner here. So you can see in the top left-hand corner, I'm too visible and I'm too noisy. If I come into a little bit of a crouched maneuver. And you've also got the wind indicator coming up on your top right hand corner in between the compass and the night and day cycle thing, which in my opinion is too big. Now the thing with the controller is it kind of auto aims, and that seems so unnatural to me that it makes me miss all the time. But it can also be very useful. Where'd it go? So many things popped up then, I got a bit distracted. Where did that rabbit go? Oh no, I've lost my first kill. Over there somewhere. Oh, there he is. I see him. Oh no, that's a rock. Oh no. Did I already pick it up? Damn. There he is. White-tailed rabbit, number 1. So they're all trying to hide in that their log. There's a bit of delay sometimes. Do you see that? There is a bit of a delay sometimes with the shooting. I'm not sure what's causing that. But I think we've got a couple. There's one. Two. Somewhere over here. I'm sure I got more than 2. According to this, we haven't harvested 3 animals, even though I'm pretty sure we have, but whatever. Well, I'm sure I got more than 2. I'm using my hunter senses, and according to this, no, I didn't shoot anymore. Alright. So now I need to go find myself another rabbit. See how it auto-aims for you. It's tricky with the controller. If you use controllers a lot, this will be easy, but... find it tricky. It's alright, don't panic. We'll find something or other in a minute. There you go. Damn it. Just went in his burrow before I could shoot him. Right, we got the 3 we needed anyway. Thinking if I can get one for me, that would be good. Should be a hit there, I think. So it went straight through his bloody ears. Lucky sod. Oh no, there he is. Okay, cool. So that's 3 for the barman and 1 for us. You want to look out for these sort of tree stumps. That's an indication that there's jackrabbits. And then you've got the burrows on the ground that indicate other sort of small animals as well. The biggest, scarier animals don't sort of give any indication of their existence. They just kind of pop out of nowhere. Yeah. Oh man, I wish I could have kept that bit of footage from earlier, but it was so choppy. It wasn't good 60 FPS at all. It was unwatchably bad. So I had to ditch it. There's no two ways about it. Okay, so we're going to head back to the RV. See, we got Fox in front of us here. We're now actually a little bit too heavy, which kind of works in my favour because there's an armadillo there as well. Good lord. Bulletproof. Okay, I guess he escaped. Now what I don't know for a fact yet is whether when you hit an animal, whether it can possibly bleed out and then you have to track it. I haven't got to the point where I've been able to test that. I had a little bit of a run-in with some wolves in my last playthrough, and I gave one of them a bloody good licking, and they ran off. But I didn't see any blood trails, but at that point in time I had a few other things to deal with, so it didn't really work out as I planned. Alright, let's go back to the lodge. So this is all basically the tutorial, just getting you used to the game. $50. Talk to Gary. Okay. Not sure why that's not working.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, well, it is early access, so I'm guessing that's a bug. Let me just go back out. We'll go back in again. Didn't do that earlier. Didn't have any problems like that earlier. Okay, so I think by accident I may have skipped the introduction to the next mission. So I'll see if I can get him to say it again. Seems to be a little bit laggy.
Hey.
No, okay. So what's happened here is we've taken on the next mission, which is to head over, sort out the dam, turn the dam off, and then go to the ATV owner's farm and talk to her. And then when you come back, Nancy is here. Nancy's your trade option. You can buy and sell lots of items, weapons. There's this magnesium fire starter, which is pretty cool. Actually, I am going to grab that, because it could make my life a lot easier. One thing I've noticed in the game is that stuff breaks really quickly. Okay, so where's the dam? Not sure where the dam is. The game kind of directed me towards where I needed to be. Oh, there we go. So there's the dam. So I'm going to park here. All right. So we're a little bit heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to interact with the RV, and I'm just going to drop some stuff out of my backpack. We'll keep the meat. Small game pelt can go in the RV. pelt can go in the RV. The rocks can go in the RV. Oh, you can move stuff to the fridge. I've only just discovered that. Well, that's cool. So you've got an area that you can come back to and get food and such. Okay, I'm quite happy to move on now. So if we spin round again, we can see that that's where the parking is, and the dam is over this way. We're a little bit peckish. I'm going to just see if I can find some berries to eat whilst I'm out here. Was that berries? Yes, it was. Was that berries? No. It's berries. Berries. And exactly the same as you would in the real wilderness, you start to recognize things that will provide certain items. Like there's a dark little green bush that I always look out for, which is good for berries. I don't see it at the moment. Where are the steps? Over here. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, look how gorgeous this looks. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? And I wouldn't say the audio was absolutely fantastic, but it certainly sounds pretty good here, I think. Nice. Right, interacts. See, the water level is dropping. It's cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff in this game. I haven't even shown you 1/10 of it yet. There's a bit of rock climbing. There's not actual rock climbing, but the developers refer to it as rock climbing. Basically, there are just areas where you can climb up, but it's quite limited. There's a lot more areas where you can't than areas where you can, to be perfectly honest. See how long I've got to shoot them? Oh, come on, I hit you. So every time you press your hunter spotter gift or whatever, it does eat away at your health and your energy and stuff. I don't recommend you overuse it. And it's quite cool that way. I mean, it gives you the option to say, you know, if you lose something, like say you've just made a kill and you can't figure out where it is, then it will help you find it. But not free, which is nice. Okay, where's the RV? Let's go back to the RV. And this is almost the tutorial over now at this point. We're almost going to be let out into the real world. Let's just have a quick drink. A little something to eat. And that's our health, almost up to 100% still. You can see the little icon at the bottom. Look at my mouse. Oh, I can't show you. You can see the little energy bar at the bottom is already going down, so I'm going to have to be careful of that. Right, let's go back to the lodge and see what he wants us to do next.
Hey.
Oh no, oh my bad. We're not going back to the lodge. We're going to We're going to go to... Yeah, the Greenhalgh Sanctuary. Okay. This is where the ATV is. And again, the ATV, not super realistic, but equally pretty darned good. Here we go.
Hello? 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 Miss Finley, are you here?
Yeah, just a sec. You here on behalf of Gary?
Indeed I am.
All right, listen. I'm super busy doing this place up, so here are the keys to the ATV. It's parked just outside. You'll find Gary's stuff in the back. Go pick it up, drop it off.
Thanks. Anything else?
Yeah, don't scratch my baby.
Of course.
So, the ATV is right there. But last time I played, I turned around this way because she said it's right out front. So I looked out front and I couldn't see it. And then she said that Gary's stuff is right out back. So then I went round the back and I was like, I can't find any of this stuff she's talking about. I went off on a little tangent. So yeah, it's actually right behind you here. So let's go jump on it and do the little assault course. Well, the little ATV course. And you'll see that the physics aren't realistic, but equally they're not terrible. Got some tire deformation going on there, so some animated suspension. It doesn't slide very well. There's quite a few instances where it looks like the ATV should slide out either one way or the other, but it doesn't. Look at the frogs. You can actually pick these frogs up, right? And I thought I was starving hungry. Let me get off here a second. Right. It says harvest, but I can't figure out how you eat the bloody things. You can't cook them. He's in my inventory, but you can't cook him. I couldn't figure out how to get him on the fire. It was interesting. I'm sure you can. I just haven't figured it out yet. Come on, get up there. Okay, so there's one item in here. And you'll also find these water barrels, which you can drink out of. And if you use your water flask near it, you should be able to fill it up. No, scratch that. I don't think you can refill your water bottle from a water barrel. I think you should be able to, but it doesn't seem to work for me. Oof. Beep beep.
I should bring the ATV closer.
Really? Closer than that? You're just being awkward, man. So we got some cloth, we got some tarp. There was something over here that I got the other day. Supply box. So if you click on that, I think it could be anything in there, but more often than not, it does appear to be a log discovered. Okay, right, let's take all this back to her. See what I mean about how it just won't slide? It looks like it wants to slide, but then it doesn't.
Dropped off your ATV, scratch free.
Good, good. I look forward to seeing what Barry will do with those supplies. Hey, by the way, come around here again whenever you want to try some of my vehicle tracks. Check out the track list brought up on the wall over there. Beat my times if you can. I'm working on finding new drive routes around these parts.
Now, I went looking for these things up on the wall, and I can't see them anywhere. If I try and get on the ATV,
I think it's locked.
it's locked. So I can't get on the ATV, and I couldn't figure out where up on the wall she meant. There is a stash box here, so I'm guessing it's somewhere we're going to keep coming back to over and over again. But yeah, okay, let's progress. Take the supplies back to Gary.
Back again. Thank you so much for helping with those supplies.
My pleasure.
I'll put them to good use on starting renovation on this here place.
Oh, you're thinking of making some improvements.
Buddy, this place will be unrecognizable. Here's something for your help.
Thanks, Gary.
10 skill points and $50. Very nice, very nice. Now, at this point, this is when I first met Nancy and everything. I did take a wander over here to see if I could maybe play some darts, but that doesn't appear to be a thing, at least not yet. But kind of get a little bit left on your own. So I'm going to head to 𝗬𝗏 Valley, high mountains and rocky hills. This area of the Prospectors Reach National Park is especially gorgeous during late summer and early fall. Follow the River Queen and discover the old gold prospectors' cabins all the way downstream to Lake Edgewater. Also, the Boulder Henge Stone Circle and the Mother Oak are wondrous sights to behold. American elk, bighorn sheep, mule deer, white-tailed deer, badger, beaver, fox, squirrel, Canada lynx, porcupine, red fox, striped skunk, white-tailed jackrabbit, woodchuck. Birds include the American widgeon, still don't know how to pronounce that, blue-winged teal, crow, wood duck, and the predators are black bear, bobcat, mountain lion, and most definitely wolves. Trust me. So, yeah, I don't know where it wants us to go. Can we just park anywhere? I've not tried this, actually. Let's just try and park. No, it's not going to let us just park anywhere. We have to have a proper parking space. So, let me see if I can find one. There we go. Green Hoof Sanctuary. Oh, no. Got to stop pressing up. I press up on the left thumbstick by accident. It keeps swapping maps. Okay, so I've got to find a parking space here. Maybe there isn't one here yet. Maybe I went to Mellow. Let's go back to Mellow. See if I can go back to the ATV place. Maybe we can find that list. Oh yeah, I remember now. So I came back here. The ATV was gone. I couldn't find the list. And at some point, we will get a radio call. The house is a bit unstable, isn't it?
Do you copy? Over.
So come back into your resources and grab your walkie-talkie.
Breaker 19, do you copy? Over.
Copy, Ranger Ainsley. What's up?
I'm in way over my head with work. I've been tasked with animal population control, and I cannot possibly handle all of them in such a short period of time. I was hoping I could get some help.
Sure, how can I help?
Well, there's this elk population that roams in the meadows east of Watkins Pond. It's a small population, a few females, and an elk bull. I'm interested in downing the elk bull. We call it Old Chip.
You want me to down it?
Yes, because it's diseased. I can't lend you our neutering equipment to do that cleanly. Only rangers are authorized to use these.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Great. Oh, I just remembered something. I was in such a hurry this morning to get to the office, I've left my gear bag behind at the water tower.
Something of value in there?
No, just some supplies and bandages. The office is out of those, and I had to take some from my personal stash. Anyway, can you pick it up for me? It's not a problem if you don't. I'll take them tomorrow morning.
I'll see what I can do, Ranger.
Great. We'll keep in touch then. Over and out.
So we've got ourselves another frog. I'm sure we'll figure out how to eat it at some point. So we've got to head over to Watkins Pond, which is in Tumnus Valley, and harvest the elk if we can find it. We've also got to go to the water tower, which is an optional objective. And that's pretty much where my gameplay ended. You can see that we've got Rattler Pass and we've got Mountain Pass Cabin up here. And down here to the right somewhere, we've got the water tower. Now, if we zoom in a bit, there's sort of slight indication of where the path is, I guess. A whole bunch of unknown stuff. I don't think you can place markers anywhere. But, yeah. So, what we need to do is walk up to these places with question marks and it'll tell us where they are. That might be the lake, although I'm not convinced that is the lake. It might be. I think this is the lake I found last time, which is not the right one, but we'll see. Let's oops. Let's go park up here. Actually, let's park up here. Mountain Pass Cabin. Now, we're basically in open country now. And as soon as you wander away from your RV, things get tough. Really tough. Let's take a little look at our backpack. We've got a little bit of food, fire starter stuff, and that's about it. Is there anything in the RV that I need?
I shouldn't leave this area right now.
I wasn't going to leave this area right now. I just wanted to have a look, see if there's anything in the trunk that I need. There's the Snow Ridge bundle gear contains Snow Ridge items. I couldn't figure out how to use that, so I won't use that. Small game pelt, blah blah blah, and a rock. Yeah, it's a rock. We'll take one. Okay. So I can't see any target points at the moment. Oh, there they are. Popped up finally. So the water tower is over there somewhere. I have actually found out where it is. I have made it there. I'm going to take some leaves because we're going to need to build a shelter at some point. I am sure of it. Try not to grab too much stuff, but also don't waste the opportunity to grab stuff that you need. Because like I say, this game, right from the very beginning, is trying to kill you. So this is Rattler Pass. And I'm going to try and come around the side here. Just saw a fox. I'm going to try and come around the side here and up that way. Last time, for some unknown reason, I went down into the valley and all hell broke loose. So, unfortunately, you'll never see that. But, yeah, it was fun. It was entertaining. And it made me realise that this game is not on your side. It's not trying to help you at all. It's effectively trying to kill you from the minute you get out there till the minute you get back. Let's have a little eat of some stuff. Oh, it's my mouse on the screen. I wonder why it kept clicking off. So you can see that eating the berries actually boosts your water a little bit, which is good. And we're getting close to night time. You don't want to be out at night. There's a little tip for free. Now there's a log pile here. Which is great, except you can see how slow it's made us walk. So, I mean, that's going to be perfectly fine if we can get to a destination where I'm happy to put a base up. But a pretty glorious environment, I think. I just really like this game. It's pretty much unlike anything I've seen before. Graphically, I think it looks quite nice graphically. I don't know how you feel about that. But I'd love to see it in 4K Ultra HD. I think that would be spectacular. But I mean, at the moment we're playing 1080p stretched to 4K, and I still think it looks pretty good. So I'm hoping 4K is something that's coming. So we've discovered Sheridan's Dale. I'm going to try and stick on the path. I haven't seen a bear yet. Doesn't mean that I want to either. There's a little, I don't know what that was, a badger maybe or something? Yeah, those holes need to be a lot smaller. I mean, you could get a man down there, couldn't you? They just look too big for my, my eyeballs. So, I mean, here's quite a nice spot. Actually, I tell a lie. I don't think I did go down. I don't think I did go down the dip back there. I think I went down the dip over here somewhere, because this is looking remarkably familiar. Right, so it's almost night time. I think what I'm going to do is set up a base. This is different than what I did last time, but I want to actually try and survive if I can. So remember, if you build a camp, you get a fire with it. So you don't need to build a fire. Come on. That will do. So I'm going to put a bit of a leaf bed in there. Oh, look. I didn't think of that. Fire deflector. Used to deflect the heat from a campfire towards a desired direction, usually towards the shelter. An improvised smoker. Allows meat to be hanged by the top in order to be smoked above the campfire. Campfire grill. Just need some branches for that. Stone circle. Improves the burning efficiency. I hadn't looked at this stuff before. So there's some nice new things that I've discovered there. Now when you have got a camp, one thing you can do, this is what I started doing before, is go into your backpack and stuff like branches, just drop them, and rocks and that. You don't really need them in your inventory if you're dropping them in a location that you're coming back to. That way you can move around a lot easier, a lot quicker. Let's go see if I can find some sticks and some snacks for dinner. Might be nice. Might get a better return on the food that I'm cooking. Might explain why all the food I was eating before didn't really hit the spot. Always be careful when you're coming into a new area. If you hear something... What did I see then? Branch. Take that. If you hear something, or you think you hear something, then you heard something. Don't second guess yourself. And there's some certain behaviour you would expect from animals. For example, wolves tend to hang around in packs, and they're pretty intelligent animals, so they're not all going to attack you head on like they do in some games. So yeah, there's There's a lot you're going to need to be aware of in this game. Honestly and truly is trying to kill you from the minute you start the game. Okay, so I can't find any more sticks. We have got some logs though. Logs are good for chucking on the fire, keeps it nice and warm. Rocks as well. Other branch there. Another branch there, perfect. Another log. I'm going to try and get back to my camp. I was hoping to find some leaves down here, but it didn't happen. That's okay. Sometimes when you go back to a place you've already been to, new stuff spawns. You can get lucky that way as well. But yeah, I think we're going to go take ourselves a little nap. A long way to go. A long, long walk. Moving about will be a lot easier when we've got an ATV, but at the moment, it's all on foot. Let's just grab everything and see if we've got enough. Interact. Can we upgrade it? So I can get a fire deflector. We're actually quite warm at the moment, so I'm not going to bother with that. Let's just go for a basic... Oh, we can do the stone circle. We've got enough. Perfect. Let's upgrade it again and have a campfire grill. Brilliant. We've got ourselves a nice little camp now. Better than any camp I had before. It does recommend that you save often. So I'm going to save there. And let's ignite the fire. I've got to make some tinder. So I'm not sure if I've got the stuff to make tinder. Yes, I do. So we're going to grab 2 of those. Start a fire with the bow. Then we'll prepare some cooked meat. If I had another stick, I could prepare more meat. And I'm going to chuck a tree log on there as well. Right, so that's going to take a little while. You can see there's the meat on the side. Pretty groovy, isn't it? I really wish it wouldn't highlight the building like that. I think if you come into the settings, I'm sure I saw something to do with that. Maybe not. See how it's turned my full screen off again? Hopefully that isn't affecting the video. I'm quite thirsty. I'm going to have myself a drink. And I think what I might do is sleep. And then... is that daylight there? I'm going to sleep and then eat in the morning. So it's very, very early morning. We got some cooked meat there. Consume that. Have a little drink of water. Oh, it looks like we're out of water. So I'm going to have to find a source of water. Interact with the camp. No, interact with that. And prepare some cooked meat. I need a branch. Okay, let's just go see if I can find a branch real quick. Let me drop some of my stuff off. And if you can hear bees in the background, or is that not enough? What else can I drop off? Oops. You see, your logs will roll off, so you've got to be careful with them as well. You can kind of push them back, which is quite handy. You don't have to pick them up to do that. He will just roll off again, though. Oh no, he stops. It's behaving himself. Right, backpack. So I've got some berries that I can eat. That will help me with the thirst situation. But I need to get this meat cooked so that I can eat it on the move. So we just need to find ourselves a little stick. Then we can get that done. And you'd think in a forest finding sticks would be super easy. It's not. It's really not. I'm using my spider senses and I don't see anything anywhere. There's a bit of a problem here. I don't want to fall down the mountain. So I might have to go back up. Come back in a different way. Or go and look in a different location. Is that a stick down there I saw? No. Now, if I climb down there, I might be able to climb back up, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to take that risk right now. I've said it once, or twice, or maybe even 3 times, but this game is trying to kill you the entire time you're playing it. There's a rock there. I don't need a rock right now. Okay, let's head back. Head over this way, see if I can find them. I'm kind of wasting my fuel there by letting the fire continuously burn. In my defense, I was hoping to find a stick quite a bit quicker. There's a load of stuff over here. This will do. Got one there as well. No. Branch. I keep saying stick. It's actually a branch. Discovered Holt Peak. Got a few extra little bits. The mushrooms as well. Oh, more mushrooms there. And you'll start to notice that mushrooms sort of appear by old, downed logs and stuff, which is kind of groovy. Let's just get some of these down our throat. Also, you've got to be aware of the fact that food goes off, so this is only 80% good quality at the moment. And that goes for everything. You can't just pick some flowers and expect to be able to craft them in the space of 10 minutes. Or rather, you do have to craft them within the space of about 10 minutes, or they start losing their potency and eventually dry up and die. So yeah, it is tough, this game, and it's good in that sense. I do think there needs to be a little bit of balancing. You see how long it's taken me just to find enough resources to come and cook one item of food. I think this grill allows us to cook more bigger animals or something. Wow. How much meat do I actually have on me? I've got loads of meat. So we've got like 3 or 4 things cooking there and I still haven't got enough branches. So rather unexpectedly, we might actually be staying another night here. Even though it's middle of the day, technically. Now, one thing that doesn't currently happen, and I hope is something I can unlock later, is to get water from the rain. Some sort of water catcher. I haven't seen any indication that that's the case, but hopefully. Okay, so the meat's going to take a little while to cook. I think we need to press on though. We need to go find some water. We'll leave the camp here. We'll leave all these resources here. If necessary, we can always come back. I'm going to take the meat with me, obviously. In fact, I might take these 3 pieces of meat and yeah, I'll take these 3 and I'll cook what we've got left. That way when we come back, there'll probably be a bear here. In reality, that's probably what would happen. I don't think it happens in this game. But you never know. Cooked meat, cooked meat, cooked meat. Okay, campfire, prepare. I haven't got any sticks left, have I? You can actually eat the raw meat as well, should you choose to. Right, let's press on and see if we can't figure out where I need to go here. I actually can't see the tower. Oh, it's over there, actually. You can't move whilst you've got the binoculars in your hand, I've just discovered. Okay, so I'm going to head down. Oh, being careful not to fall down. Yeah, that's quite a big drop there. I don't want to go that way. Oh. This is not the path. If you pick carefully, you can take roots that aren't actually roots. Oh, but you do have to be careful. And what tends to happen, I've noticed, if you do fall somewhere where you is too big a drop, it will reset you. Now, the big problem I've got is, can I get back up there to the camp? No, I can't. Or can I? Yeah, I might be able to wiggle my way up. Okay. Ah, there you go. I got hurt and then I got reset. Let's try going around this way. There are a few areas where it feels like the controls need to be a little bit looked at. Remember, it's still not the full release yet, so I'm sure they're doing that kind of thing anyway. Water tower's up there. Can I climb up? No. There are far more areas where you can't climb up than where you can. I've got a branch, so I'm going to grab that because I can always make a little fire and cook up some food that way. What the bloody hell? Did you see that? That was an eagle. I think. It looked like it had some prey in its claws. Talons, I should say. Right, so I actually recognise this area, and I think I'm fairly close to where you can get up. That, or everything looks the bloody same. It's easy to get lost. Yeah, too slow. Too slow. Well, my ability to move has been hampered, so let's go into my backpack. Still can't figure out how to eat the frog. So I need something that's going to give me a bit of a drinky poos. You can see there's a load of log piles here. So I could theoretically grab these, build a little little camp. What do I need? I need more sticks. Oh, we're gonna have to put them down then. Yeah, it's so easy to get stuck. Right, let me find some logs. Not logs, sorry. Some branches. We're not doing very well for branches. That rabbit house. A woodpecker. Yeah, you wouldn't think finding branches would be so difficult, would you? I wonder what skunk tastes like. It smells pretty awful. I wonder what it tastes like. See, I think we've got the wrong caliber weapon for that animal. So whether or not it bleeds out is a question that I don't yet know the answer to. I don't see any evidence of blood. I don't think we're going to get lucky there. I cannot believe I cannot find a branch in a flipping forest. Or a suitable branch, I should say. Hello, darling.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Do you have a good day at school?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
You need to ask Mummy where the remote is. I don't know where the remote is.
Mom, just find it. Be safe.
So I just wonder whether or not I can craft some branches from some logs. I mean, that seems quite reasonable a request, doesn't it? Let's just grab that and just see if I can somehow convert a log into branch. It doesn't look very promising. I can make a splint, so if you hurt yourself. I can make a fishing pole. I'm quite tempted to make a fishing pole, even though I don't yet know how to fish. I've tried a couple of times. Am I stuck again? Ah. Right, come on. Got to be some sticks around here somewhere. Seriously, no sticks. Okay, so I can't make a camp because we don't have any sticks. But it is still daytime, so maybe I'll push on and accept the fact that we haven't got any sticks. So I'm here, and the lake area is off to my north. I'm just wondering if I should head down there to get some water. I kind of got stuck down there last time is the problem, or my concern. There wasn't enough of any kind of resource to get me back out. And you haven't seen it yet, but when you get really hungry or really thirsty, you lose the ability to see. Everything goes blurry. Your controller starts vibrating. It's pretty difficult to keep going, to be honest. Okay, so this looks familiar. Everything looks familiar. I've got to stop saying that. Backpack. Have I got any berries? Mushrooms don't help with my thirstiness. Let's have a little look at that map. So it looks like there's a route up over here. Oh yeah, we've got to go a long way, look. I'm going to have to find a way over here. I've been there. I have been there. Oh, there's Watkins Pond. I found it at last. Right, well in that case, I definitely want to go the opposite way. So let's push this way back. Making better use of my map. Definitely help me out. Just looking to see whether or not it would fill up my water bottle. Now, if you push yourself too hard, this is another really cool thing. If you push yourself too hard, if you're hungry and tired and you've got no energy, if you push yourself too hard, you'll sprain an ankle, pull a muscle, pull your knee, all kinds of weird stuff happens. So, I mean, it's really good the way they've put it all together. I'm desperately trying not to show you these things because I don't want to die. But I am tempted to go towards that water. No, I'm going to keep pushing round. We'll go to the cabin. There might be something there I can eat. There might even be a water bucket there that I can drink from. Let's hope we don't meet any grizzlies on the way. Can I get up that way? Kind of looks like there's something there. Is there like a pathway through? No. I've discovered Burton Caves. I've been here before as well. There's nothing inside. Well, that's not true actually. There is a cave further round, which I went to, which does have fresh water. So only because I've been here before and I know that, I'm actually going to push round and try and get to that. I don't think it was this cave. I don't think I've been in this cave. I'm hoping there's not anything in here that goes rawr. Okay, it looks pretty empty. I was thinking this is quite a good place for shelter. Yeah, you do get stuck a lot at the moment. Can't do anything other than that right now. I'm sure once I get outside it'll be fine. Okay, I think I'm a little bit stuck. Oh, no! Game, don't do this to me! Okay, we're good. All of a sudden, thank goodness. Right, so I think it's up here, if I remember rightly. It's a pretty cool looking cave. Don't know what that says. Buster's Caves or something. It's pretty... Oh, I heard something. Pretty lacking in terms of... Oh, crikey. Yeah, I got dehydration. Is it this one? Do you see how it's all starting to go blurry? I think it's here. I think it's here. I mean, that's how quickly you can go from doing well to dying, basically. I'm pretty sure this is clean water. We'll find out in a minute. So any running water is clean, still water is going to be infected. So now, say having parasites is bad, but it's running water, isn't it? Being filtered by the rocks, right? So yeah, unfortunately I've just drunk parasitic water, which means I'm now slowly dying. This is a mistake I made before. But weirdly, in this cave, I got fresh water. So I'm not sure why it's not fresh this time. But anyway, onwards and upwards. And you got these plants, whatever that was called, the 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗃 plant. Have a little look at the map. I'm not sure there's any safe way through there. I'm just going to go back down the way I came. It's nearly night time. We're in a bit of a situation, I guess. Try and keep myself moving. I'm going to keep a half an eye out for bad, angry animals, and half an eye out for berries, which I think we're going to need quite significantly soon. Oh. I've discovered Hiker's cabin. Brilliant. Okay, so I tried to make a base here before and I couldn't find any... couldn't find any branches. There's a jackrabbit there, though. Reload. Damn it. Got him. Ooh, okay. So, branch. Branch. What's in the box? Some branchy stuff. Supply box. A rock. A rock. Supply box. We're carrying so much stuff now we can't do anything. I'm going to see if we can perhaps build a little hut here. It would be nice. I'm not sure it's going to work out. Don't think we have enough. No. Still need 4 more branches, which is just so frustrating. This is the perfect place for a base. It really is. 3 more branches. There's a log pile over there, so I'm not in need of any logs. Let's chuck our stuff down. I'm pretty much where I was before when I died. So I kind of feel like I've got myself back to the position I was in. Gonna eat some meat. Let's try and stop that from rolling down the hill if I can. There we go, job's a good one. Right, so there's some logs there, some bushes there. I just need some branches, which are ridiculously difficult to find in a forest, I've got to say. This game is not here to hold your hand, that's for sure. Okay, so down here, I thought massive wide open space. What a great little spot to do a bit of hunting. Turns out, I'm not the only one who thought that. So, aha! Thought I saw something then. I think it's the water. Right, let me... So I'm hungry, okay? So let me just eat some stuff. Since that's why I have stuff. Yeah, that makes me feel a bit better. You discovered lupus clearing. Now, if you take a little look at the picture that comes with that, you'll get an idea of what sort of thing you might bump into whilst you're here. And that little stutter in the video makes me feel like something has just spawned. Oh, I've got no bullets. Oh, I have no bullets. That's very bad. Okay, so I need to discover some... I need to discover some sticks or branches or whatever the hell they're called really, really quickly. There's just nothing here. Damn. I'm going to go around the other way and see if I can find something over there. I just discovered a new... So there's 2 hit types. There's the X button and there's the top R button. Okay, now I'm a little bit concerned because I feel like I've lost track of where the hut is, but I'm sure we can find it again. That's a fox. My God, there's nothing here. No branches at all. Missed it. Take the berries. Oh, some berries. That's nice. According to this, I'm starving. There's definitely a delay in doing stuff sometimes, which will make you miss shots and consume items you didn't intend to. I'm sure that's going to be ironed out before release. But it does catch me out quite often, a bit too often. Right, this looks really familiar. I think I'm near a little... there should be a little pond over here, if this is where I think it is. What was that? That's not where I think it is at all. Everything looks the same here. Come on, I just want some branches. If I told you couldn't find a branch anywhere in the middle of a forest, you'd call me an idiot, wouldn't you? Just to make sure I'm not an idiot, let's just see if I can't cut some branches off a tree. Can craft like an axe. So I need a stone and a branch to make one of them. I wonder if I can then start chopping trees down. That would be very handy. Branches. Just got my scout badge again for the second time. That's good, that's good, that's good. I can't believe there's one branch in this area. Whoa. Moss. Oh, I've not seen that before. I wonder what that's for. I have gone so far. I can understand if finding moss is difficult and you're going to have to walk around and get a bit lucky. But finding branches in a forest, to me, seems like something you should be able to do with one eye closed. It's got to be either something I'm missing or there's a bit of game balancing that needs to occur. And I'm not sure which it is yet. This is madness. Running water. Might as well have a drink whilst we're here. I think what should happen when you refill your water is you should automatically fill up the bottle and take a drink at the same time. Because why wouldn't you do that? Beaver. I mean, come on, beaver. I'm looking for branches. Look, beaver. Found some moss, but I'm looking for branches and I can't find branches. I mean, come on. What are you doing, game? Okay, this is crazy. Where am I now? I'm all the way down there. I'm going to have to go south to get back to... Oh, great, I'm starving again. I'm going to have to go south to... Oh, great. I got food poisoning. Something I ate wasn't good for me. So that's going to kill me pretty quickly. It's probably going to make me vomit as well, which is going to make me more hungry and dehydrated. So we're in a bad way right now. All because I want to find a branch. Yeah, I mean, quite literally, this game is trying to kill you. I don't think I can say it enough times. I certainly don't think I can say it too many times. This game wants you dead. You can see our internal health is really quite low. Fortunately, we're warm. We're fed. We've got enough water. Just need to find some flipping branches. There's also, I've read, so I think it's spawned a couple more branches. Look. Take that. I've also read that, yeah, it's spawned more branches. I've also read that you can boil water. I may have mentioned that already, I can't remember. And that would get rid of the parasites in the water, but I haven't yet figured out how to boil water. I think I'm going to have to get some sort of pot or some sort of stove or something to allow me to do that. Right, let's see if I can do this. This will be a good place to pause, I think. Going to have an improvised leaf bed. Don't really have anything else. Ignite the fire. Prepare some meat. So I can do a stone circle. I'll do that because that'll keep the limited amount of fuel that we've got lasting much, much longer. It says good natural food. I'm not sure it is. I think that's what made us ill. Right, well, not a terrible situation. We've got a log pile over here. We can chuck most of that on the campfire. Keep the campfire going. Not sure the campfire needs any more fuel. So, yeah, anyway, that's my first look, guys. I haven't really, unfortunately, in this playthrough, I haven't managed to see any wild animals yet. And our objective is just up there. You can see, I think, just see it glowing up the top there. So that's where we're going in the next episode. But for now, I think it's time that I saved. And I think it's time that I got some rest. And I shall see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.